Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket trackless, the bombs busting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, race fans, welcome back tonight. The Pro American Late Model Series, also known as Palms. Back in action here tonight, Season 5, round number 8 here at Loudon, also known as New Hampshire. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock. Stephen Lane up here with me tonight. Stephen, well, New Hampshire, Loudon, whatever you want to call it. I probably don't know much or anything about this track at all. Let me just tell you, as you can tell, it's flat. And I think we're going to have some hiccups out here tonight, buddy. But glad to have you, and how you doing out here tonight, bud?
Oh man, glad to be here, and so far so good. I'm just tired from work today, but that's about a given. But yeah, you're right, man. This a mile and a little over a mile track, but it's flat. I mean, it's flatter than a 2x4. So
if you want to consider a 2x4 flat, but you know they do have a slight curve to them, and
well, you've been getting your lumber at the wrong place.
well, I guess so. Well, there is a little banking here, but not much. This is a bigger than, of course, Martinsville, but you know we all know Martinsville is a very flat surface. Kind of reminds me of a bigger version of Martinsville is what it does. Of course, everybody out there in chat kind of knows, you know, what Loudon is and what New Hampshire is. Yeah, it's the same track, folks. And what Martinsville is. So kind of look at both of them, and you can tell that there is similarities because of the way they're, you know, how they look. However, Martinsville is smaller and a lot flatter and a lot closer when it comes to racing. So how are they going to be spread out here tonight? I don't really foresee that. There's probably going to be a lot of battles, Steven. We could see a few wrecks out here tonight too. We can't rule that out.
No, and you know this is a, you know, kind of a wider track than Martinsville, so you could definitely, you know, go easily 3 wide in the corners, no problem. The problem is whether or not your car's going to have the grip. I did run some test runs on this track using their setup, and to me, that midline probably, you really got 4 lanes here, but you right around that number 2, number 3 lane is where I got the most grip at.
Yeah, we can see what you're talking about here. We're on Scott Negus here, but before we get into that, yeah, Scott's kind of riding that second groove, and then coming out, he'll slide up into the third, and then, of course, that fourth groove will up against the wall. So, yeah, we could see kind of what you're talking about there. That's probably what you're talking about. Is that right there, how he enters it? So, yeah, that probably will be the better line. Of course, we'll probably see some guys out here that are going to try that very, very bottom line right next to that yellow line. You know, could it be, you know, go a good way or a bad way? Yeah, it could go both ways. They got a 50-50 shot that it could go either good or bad. But, you know, only
I think if they stay on that bottom too long, they're going to burn their tires up too quick.
Yeah, and I believe you're right. Very big possibility is where tires are going to be very important here tonight. And it's only 100 laps. Now, we look at the wind, though, 18-mile-an-hour wind. That is a lot of wind out there here this evening. They're going to have to deal with that. On top of course, the 100 laps, the tire where it is, it might be a little over 100 miles. I just put 100 miles and roll with the flow there. Now, they get a total of 3 sets of tires, only 2 behind the wall. So, tires are going to be very, very important. Now, 40% fuel. I did not ask on how many laps they could go on fuel, but I would estimate probably around the 60, 40 to 50 mark, I would think.
It's definitely going to be. It's going to be at least a one green flag pit stop if they stay green. I mean, there's no way they're going to get 100 laps on a tank on these cars.
No, I don't. I think you're right. I don't think they're going to get 100 laps there either. I'm going to have to move this pump. Yeah, that's.
Got a couple people saying hi out in chat to you, Joshua.
Craig, it looks like David, Moose Pie's out there, Brendan, Steven, of course. Glad to see you all out there in chat here tonight. We do appreciate it. I think a two stops for sure here tonight at Loudon. 45-mile-an-hour pit road speed with a pace speed of 55. We'll take a look at the point standings here. Probably more closer either in the middle of the race or toward the end of the race here tonight. But they're going to get into their first heat here this evening. And, of course, Shane Colmeyer, last week's winner, Steven, he'll have to start in the back if he makes the feature. And, you know, we probably know that he's probably going to end up making it. But things can happen, so we'll just have to wait and see. But heat number 1, is going to consist of Thomas Mitchell here tonight, Shane Colmeyer, Riley Duncan, Trace Gaskins, Portland Herman, Scott Negus, Benny Hogan, Mike Sukup, Gary Eldred, and Hunter Morgan. That is the 10 cars going to start this heat here tonight. Heat number 1 fixing to get underway. It looks like Riley Duncan and Hunter Morgan have not gridded yet.
Craig's saying he would be surprised if they go too halfway on gas, so they may. It may be at least a 2-stop race.
Well, if they go to halfway, it'll only be 1 stop. Halfway.
Well, yeah, well, if they go halfway,
Yeah.
but he says he'd be surprised if they do. So that tells me that it would be at least a
2-stop race, yep.
At least a 2-stop race.
All right, rolling off here at Loudon for heat race number 1. Riley Duncan and Hunter Morgan did not grid out here for heat race number 1. So if they do decide to try to get into the feature race, they will have to get in on the Consi, because we'll have a Consi here tonight. It will take 5 drivers.
Oh, Hunter dropped because of upload packet loss.
Oh, no. Hopefully everybody out there is doing good out here tonight. Got about 13 watching, but only 2 likes here this evening. Can we hit that like button, folks, for these guys out here tonight? Pace car should dive off to the safety of pit road. I don't think they'll go around twice. Not here at Loudon. Oh, there it goes. Pace car is off and away for the first time here tonight. Coming into the Geico start zone here. Green flag's out. Heat racing number 1 underway here tonight. Remember, hit that P button there in the timing screen. Put them back all in order.
I already did that.
All right. And Shane Colmeyer wasting no time here. Steven already up into the top spot. So,
He says, I'm getting away from all that mess.
yep. Side by side behind him here between the 70 and the 7. Hey, you add them together. It's 77 out there here tonight. I don't know what the temperature is, but. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, golly. Now, you can do that on the front and back stretch. You just do not want to do that into the corners. I was with the 70. The 7 and the 68 there. Now Scott Negus coming to the outside here. Shane starting to drive away with it already. He's like, all right, well, y'all can just do y'all's thing back there, and I'll do my thing up here.
That's probably the best spot to be, honestly. I mean, yeah, even though it is a wide track, these cars are rather long from nose to tail. So if one gets out of whack, out of the groove, it can be nasty quick.
Yeah. Tire stand here. They only get a total of 3 sets, but they only get 2 behind the wall. So they get the set they start with, the 2 behind the wall. I would estimate probably a run for tires at about a half a lap. I don't know exactly what it is in these cars here.
Benny and Scott's having a good battle right now.
Yeah,
Josh.
I'm watching it up the 55 and the 7. Battle for 3rd. Of course, top 5 will transfer, so 68 and 45 back there, too. Looks like Hunter Morgan did make it in, but unfortunately, he is going to be 3 laps down, so yeah, he'll definitely have to get in on the Consi for sure. Thomas Mitchell, Mike Sukup back here battling the 45 and the 68. Already 5 to go here. Mike Sukup trying to get around him. Looks like Thomas is going to be able to keep it. Mike's going to have to fall back there in a 6th. I think it's going to be a very difficult to pass here. Looks like it already here under the heat. So
I think that right now we are sitting at 66-degree air temperature, 73-degree track temperature. We still got that wind at 18 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Just glad we're not running sprint cars.
Yeah, right. Oh, somebody back here at the tail end got a little close to the wall. That was Trace Gaskins. Just got a little bit close to the wall. He didn't hit it, but he got close to it.
Yeah, coming off that corner, man, you will get if you let it drift, ooh, he almost did it again.
Yeah, he almost did it again. Yeah, we just seen that.
Yeah, if you let these things drift, man, they will. And these cars just, I don't know, it's kind of like the trucks. You know, the trucks now, you get into the wall, it's just like a magnet. It just holds you there.
Yep. Man, 45 of Mike still trying to get around Thomas Mitchell here. He wants to transfer and get into the feature race without having to go into the Consi to get in. And, of course, Shane Holmeyer, you know, still out front leading.
Yeah, he's just, well, it's kind of like you said on one of the other leagues. Shane's just doing Shane stuff.
Yep, Shane's just doing Shane stuff here. Of course, hitting the stripe here. That's going to be one to go here for heat race and number 1. We're going to keep an eye on Thomas Mitchell and Mike Sukup here back here for that last transfer position. See if they're going to be able to make something of it. Oh, Cortland Herman. Boy, he got awfully squirrely. Good battle here, though. 70, 55, and 7. 3-car tandem between them 3. And out of turn number 4, Shane Colmeyer. Going to set himself up on pole, but unfortunately, he's going to have to be starting in the back here tonight. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Shane up here real quick and have a talk to him. Shane, congratulations on the heat race win out here tonight. Heat race number 1. But, you know, you're going to have to start in the back after winning last week. Talk about it. How's New Hampshire? What do you like or dislike about it?
Track is super easy, and this car is super easy. So it should be easy, pretty easy race for me.
You think you're going to be able to work your way up through the front pretty easily out here tonight?
Just watch me for the first 5 laps, and you'll find out.
Oh, very confident. Wow.
I like it. Confidence.
Yes. All righty, Shane. Well, good luck out there, man. Congratulations, though, on winning heat race number 1, bud. Yep. All right. Wow.
Man, a few words.
Yeah. He just he didn't hold back, did he?
And I want to kind of clarify on Craig's comment. Question? What is the tire stint at Loudon? I think it's going to be, depending on how hard the drivers drive into the corners. If they stay smooth and don't scrub the tires much, I think they could probably go close to 25 laps.
I was going to think of the same thing, actually.
Before a fall off, yeah.
All right. So 20 to 25 laps roughly, maybe 30 if you really take it easy.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really taking care of your tires, you could possibly squeeze 30 before you get any fall off. But these guys, you know, they want to win the race, Josh. And they're going to try to drive as hard as they can until they get some clean air and not have a lot of pressure on them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He race number 2, Stephen Wheaton, Brett Meeks, Peyton Snyder, Kitty Tripp, Bob Eldred, Brandon Kiger, Jeffrey Bayless, Gerard Lawrence, and J.J. McRae, the 9 drivers out here. And out of turn number 4 already, pace cars off the way. Stephen going to be on the loud pedal. Green's out. Oh, he got a little squirrely. And we're going to go 3 wide up here, and he's going to fall all the way to the back. Wow. Maybe he did not like what he was seeing up there, or didn't feel comfortable. Oh, like Kitty Tripp. Oh. All right, go ahead.
It was almost like he either downshifted or started in a lower gear and just spun his tires on the start.
Oh, 3 wide again, the 66, the 12, and the 22. Wow. Boy, they're not holding back. How much cars in total? Well, there'll be 25 in the feature, so.
I think we had 27 is what we had the last car count.
Yeah. Uh-oh, we're going to have a yellow. No. Brett Meeks, though, going to get the rough end of the stick on that one. He's going to fall back to the 9th spot here. Ouch. Hell, I can't really do a rewind.
What you got me for, Joshua? See what happened here.
All right, well, as you look that up, we're looking at Bob under fire here from Kitty for 2nd. Out of turn number 2, man, they are hammered down up front. Peyton started 3rd here in the heat. And will just lead the way right now.
Oh, Brent.
Brent. It's
I'm doing
Brent.
one of your numbers and calling him Brett.
I call him Brett, so Brent Meeks.
Brent was coming out of the corner and just got sideways. Nobody touched him. He just got loose coming out. And as he was trying to straighten it up coming down on that front stretch, that back stretch, he just still got on the throttle too hard. And I'm trying to see who that was that came up. That was the 85.
That was
Brandon Kiger.
Brandon Kiger, yeah.
Had nowhere to go, and I mean, he got into him. Jeffrey Bayless got a piece of it. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, we could have had a yellow out there, and I would have, of course, kind of shook everybody up. Of course, we don't see anybody come down pit road under the heats.
No.
I've never seen anybody come down pit road under the Consis either, so I guess if you got damage, yeah, but other than that, they just stay out.
To say, I think it was a week or so ago I seen one come down, but they had a lot of damage.
Yeah. You got damage, you definitely gonna come down and get it looked at for sure. If you don't have any damage, ain't no sense in coming down. Well, Peyton under fire here from Kenny Tripp. Kenny trying to get up there at around the 42, out of turn number 4 here momentarily. Whoa! Not going to be able to do it that time around, but Kenny Tripp is setting him up here for a potential pass for the lead.
Bob Elder is really pressuring Kenny as well, too.
Yeah, Bob's right behind him as well. Then you've got Brandon Kiger and Jeffrey Bayless in the last transfer spot, so anything definitely can happen. If it can happen, it will happen. And out of turn number 4 coming is going to, oh, Bob Lincoln. White flag coming up this time by. There it is. White flag will be in the air. One more time around. There goes Kenny looking to the inside. This could be good, bad, or ugly. All righty, Kenny, what you got for him? Out of 2. Nothing at that point. Ooh, 42. Trying not to leave that door open. Now down into 3. Out of turn number 4. It looks like Peyton Snyder at this moment is going to win heat race number 2 and put him in the front row here in the second spot. Let's see here if we can get Peyton up here, which I've got him. I just got to drag him up here. There he is right here. Peyton Snyder, buddy, winning heat race number 2. You're going to start second here tonight, buddy. Talk about it. How's it feel out there here this evening?
Feels pretty good. First heat race win. I think this might be the first or second time I haven't had to go through the Consi, so looking forward to it.
All right. Well, good luck down there, buddy. And hey, it's 100 laps out here tonight, man, so you can't win it on the first lap, but you can definitely lose it. So good luck down there, buddy, up in the front row. So hopefully that works out for you, man. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, well, we'll get him back. We'll get him down here, down back to where he belongs, and we'll get him up on the grid up here for heat race number 3. Arthur Hendren, Zach Hogan, Jonathan Emerson, Mark Keeler, Scotty Oliver, Sean Patrick, Justin Phipps, Stephen Rex, and Kyler Davis. At the tail end here, I don't expect Kyler, Stephen, to stay back there too long.
I really don't either. Really, you got several of them that's mid to back that can make a good move and get up. They're just that fast. They can do it. Craig's got another question. I'm going to read this to you, see what your opinion is. It says, if a late race caution slows race pace, would you take 2 or 4 tires if you're in the back? I have a rule when I race right now. Yeah, I agree with you. You could have answered that too, Josh, but I agree with that. Depends on who comes down ahead of me. If some of the leaders are coming down, I'm going to come down as well.
All right, hang on just a second because we're getting ready here for heat race number 3. And heat race number 3 underway here. Oh, the 4. Wow, Zach Hogan. Boy, he jumped out there in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he did.
All right, go ahead and finish answering that question. I'll keep an eye out on here.
Yeah, so I have a rule, and it's because I did this once before and I raced this here recently. Whoa, get in. Swirly there.
Oh, Patrick, go ahead. Yep.
Yep. But I won't take 2 tires ever. If I get tires, I'm getting 4. Because I was running, I think, in the top 5, and I took 2 tires, and
Fortunately, it bit him.
it bit me. So I won't ever take 2 tires.
Hit him like a copperhead bit my brother. That was dirty.
He's probably watching us on.
I love you, Bob. He's gonna tell me to shut up.
Probably. But yeah, I just won't take. If I get tires, it's going to be a full set.
Yeah, a full set of tires. Like I said, depends on who comes down in front of me. If everybody comes down, yeah, I'm coming down. So, but if if not everybody comes down and I'm working with somebody that doesn't come down, then I'm definitely staying out.
Whoa, easy 46 and the 108. Kind of dooring there a little bit. Justin Phipps and Mark Keegler.
Boy, Zach Hogan running away with it right now. Man, now I know 0.8 of a second ain't that big, but boy, he's making it work.
I've got him at 0.2 of a second ahead of Jonathan.
I've got him at 0.7. What's going on with yours?
I've got him at a 31.085 and Jonathan at a 31.266.
I'm looking at the interval.
Well, it just, yeah, 0.8 of a second. What I'm showing. Oh, back got some,
Got some wibble wobbles going on.
yeah, big time.
Too much wibbling and not enough wobbling, huh? Looks like Arthur Hendren, our pole sitter for the heat, I guess you could say. All the way back into that last transfer spot. Right now he's under fire here by the 17 of Sean Patrick. Now Sean can get around him. That's really going to put Arthur in a predicament here. And, well, there he goes. Sean Patrick, get around him. Stephen Rex, Mr. T-Rex, that's what I call him. To the inside of the 37.
Craig, they got 3 GWC attempts for this week.
Top left corner of your screen there, Craig. GWC attempts 3. Right below where it says Heat Race 2. I already have it up there for everybody to look at. Honestly, I was tired of answering the question 900,000 times a night, so I just put it up there.
Man, Arthur dropped all the way back to the back. Maybe he's trying to say, well, I'm not doing real well. I'm getting used to the track, and I'm going to see what I can do in the Consi.
Yeah, might as well. Guess what, though? Fun to go. And it looks like Zach Hogan is going to win the heat race number 3 here. Of course, we can't say for sure, but we will wait until he crosses the line and then get him up here. Hey, what a good start here for Zach Hogan. And he is going to win heat race number 3. Let's go ahead and get him up here tonight. Zach Hogan, buddy, winning heat race number 3. Congratulations. You're going to start 3rd behind the leader, man. Talk about it. How do you like or dislike Loudon, and what do you got for these guys tonight?
Well, for my first heat, first heat win. That was pretty fun.
Oh,
I mean,
think you got something, to bring it home into victory lane here? Or are you just going to take it lap by lap?
I believe I got something. Maybe I could get top 5.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident at the track, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
maybe maybe it'll work out for you. Grab a podium, or maybe even come out, with the win. You never know, Zach. Just take it lap by lap, see what happens, buddy. Awesome job out there here tonight. And
Thank you.
We'll see what happens in the feature, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you.
Man, very quiet. very quiet.
I want to know how he got that nickname of Curb Killer.
Probably just doing what it says, killing the curb. Well, all right, here we go for the Consi here, or known as the B main. Mike Sukup, JJ McRae, Stephen Rex, Trace Gaskins, Gerard Lawrence, Justin Phipps, Gary Eldred, Stephen Wheaton, Mark Keeler, Hunter Morgan, Brett Meeks, Arthur Hendren, Riley Duncan. Got 13 drivers out here. They did 3 heats, so they will take the top 10 from the B main. That'll put them at a total of 25 drivers. All right. We are a pace car is off and away here tonight, and the B main or Consi underway here, or you could call it, Stephen, the last chance qualifiers to get into that feature event. Well, 100 laps is going to go by quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they will on these shorter tracks. I mean, I know one of our leagues on the shorter tracks up the amount of laps just because the laps was the race was too short.
And we actually got them tomorrow night down for us, guys. Yep, I ain't afraid to say it. You know, I broadcast them on MaxspeedTV. Yeah, we're with Palms tonight. Don't want to take away from them, but you know, if they broadcast here on MaxspeedTV, that's just what we do. So.
Yeah, I'll be out on the track tomorrow night. We're at
Daytona, Jeff's favorite track. 3 wide. Nope, now we're going to go back to 2 wide. Yep, Jeff's favorite track.
I've been having pretty decent luck at the super speedway, so especially with the new settings that I'm using on my steering wheel, hopefully.
3 wide, Hunter Morgan right up the gut. Oh, wow. I don't know what kind of game he's playing, but man, oh man. Now he is in 8th. Remember, top 10 transfers, so he's inside of that transfer line already, but he's probably one to yeah. Well, the bad thing about it, even under the Consi, if they do cause an accident, they do get the speaking of that, we almost had one. That was the Mark Keeler, I believe.
Yep.
Brett. I'm just gonna call him Brett from now on.
We call him Maverick. You know, Brett Maverick.
Yeah, man, down to 7 to go here. Be 6 to go at the line already. No fast repairs for these guys either. So they get damaged. They do have to either get it fixed or call it a night. Of course, next week, bringing it up the schedule here, folks. We'll bring that over here for everybody. We're allowed. Huh?
We lost one. Stephen Wheaton took behind the ball.
Yeah, I seen that. I said that. I think I did. Hey, I did. No, I didn't. Anyway, I don't think Steven's going to race tonight. Oh, man. We got Loudon tonight. We go to New Smyrna next week, October 23rd. In North Wilkesboro to round out October.
I don't like that track.
Oh, you don't like New Smirnoff? As my brother calls it.
I am not a road course guy. I really ain't.
That's not a road course. New Smyrna is not a road course. It's an oval.
I'm thinking of, was it Sonoma?
Yes, no. Totally different track. You're thinking of a totally different track. Yeah, Sonoma, no. They don't.
Smyrna, whatever.
Yeah. New Smyrna is an oval. But Sonoma, yeah, that's the road course. I don't like Sonoma.
I don't like road course, period.
But I'm getting used to doing the road course. So, and I used to hate them with a passion. You know, if they're good, hard racing, then yeah, definitely love them. But if they're spread out by 300 minutes, then yeah, it's boring. But here we go, 3 laps to go here. Mike Sukup, Stephen Rex, Gerard Lawrence for the top 3 right here, very close together, bumper to bumper. If anything, if somebody checks up at any moment, it will not be a pretty sight.
Well, you know, and they may, no one, you know, they may just kind of hang out and just say, okay, I'm going to finish and be able to make the transfer.
Yep, looks like Arthur Hendren, as of right now, is not going to be able to transfer unless he can figure out a way to get up there to Mark Keeler and get around to him. They only do 25 drivers, so. David Casper, how you doing out there? I don't know if I said hi to David or not, and I'll make sure I do.
Yeah, I think you did earlier.
But like you said, I didn't say Steven took him behind the wall either, but you know, I got to give you a hard time.
Well, I heard you say hi to David. I didn't hear you say anything about Steven. That's just me.
Yeah.
I could have been selective hearing.
Yeah, right. All right, checkered flag in the air, and Mike Sukup is going to win the Consi. Mark Keeler is going to be the last driver to transfer here tonight, unfortunately, for Arthur Hendren and Stephen Wheaton. They're going to have to try it again next week. They will be able to come out here during the warm-up and, you know, pull some laps, but unfortunately not going to make the feature here tonight. So while they're going to jump down into the warm-up here, we're going to go ahead and, I guess, bring up the point standings here for everybody.
Why not?
See, we've got those here in the... so I gotta move that New Hampshire out of the way again because it's play. So, but here tonight, of course, what happened there? But it really, what happened to my point? Oops. There we go.
I was fixing to say, there's a big tie going on for 21st through the 42nd positions.
All right. Oh, we fixed it. All right. Well, Gerard Lawrence up at the top spot with 813. Bob Elder in second at 780. A tie between Kenny Tripp, Brandon Kiger, 751. Stephen Rex in fifth at 743. Benny Hogan at 732 and sixth. Jeffrey Bayless, 7th at 701. Brett Meeks at 8th at 692. Ken Colmar in 9th at 676. Sean Patrick rounding out the top 10 at 10th at 668. Scott Negus only 1 point ahead of Kyler Davis. Yeah, 661 to 660. Wow, very, very, very close there between them two. J.J. McRae, 13th at 657. Peyton Snyder, 14th at 645. Zach Hogan at 15th, 627. Stephen Wheaton at 16th at 623. Luis Flowers, 17th at 602. Gary Eldred, 18th at 541. John Brancasio, 19th at 538. And Hunter Morgan is going to be in that 20th spot at 537. Under a minute to go here. You have the 21st through the 42nd on board here, but I'm not going to read them off because we're only less than 45 seconds away. Everybody can take a look and see who's where. Mark Kittyman, Carter Russo, John Canizaro Jr., all with a win this season, as well as Gerard Lawrence, Brendan Kiger, Benny Hogan, and Shane Colmeyer. So, you know, a lot could happen here tonight. Of course, I do want to go ahead and give some shout-outs here. Of course, WGG, MaxspeedTV 10%, use code for 10% off of your order. Thanks to W out there for coming on board in a partnership for MaxspeedTV. W, if you're into those energy style drinks, I do have it right here. Energy drinks made specifically to help you be better. No fillers, no maltodextrin, no fake dyes. So big shout out again to W. Called them Doobie before. Doobie. All right, well, here we go. Everything is getting down to the 25 drivers here tonight, so let's go ahead and get them on here. Shane Colmeyer, of course, our Heat 1 winner. Will have to go to the back, but for the sake of this, he will start on pole. Peyton Snyder in second, Zach in third. Corlin Herman will start fourth, Kitty Tripp fifth, Jonathan Emerson sixth, Scott Negus seventh, Bob Elder in eighth, Scotty Oliver ninth, and Benny Hogan 10th, Randy Kiger 11th, Kyler Davis 12th, Thomas Mitchell 13th, Jeffrey Bayless 14th. They did it again. I don't know what's going on. We'll have to live grid then. There goes Sean Patrick 15th, Mike Sukup 16th, Stephen Rex 17th, Gerard Lawrence 18th, J.J. McRae 19th, and Gary Elder 20th. Justin Phipps, 22nd. Brent Meeks, hey, I said it right this time. They're in 22nd. Hunter Morgan, 23rd. Trace Gaskins, 24th. And Mark Keeler going to ride out the 25-car field here tonight at Loudon. I do believe everybody did grid, but Shane is going to have to go to the back, unfortunately, and he's already preparing himself to make that quick trip to the back.
Yep.
Fun in there somewhere, folks. I used his car sponsor for that one.
Wow. I just noticed that.
I mean like that. Right, so he is going to have to go to the back here. So that is actually going to put the 4 of Zach Hogan, I believe, going to start us off here. Might be Peyton Snyder since he's on the outside in second. I believe it moves second up, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how that works. Might be third. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, well, we're about to find out because the pace car is going to dive off to the safety of pit road for the first time here tonight. It is going to be, I believe, Zach Hogan getting us going. Yep, here we go. Green flag underway here tonight. Boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing here tonight at Loudon in New Hampshire, also known as New Hampshire Loudon. Already seeing the 20 make a move here. At the 20 or the 70? Oh, that's the 70. Not bad. Looks like the 20 from the distance. Cortland Herman.
And they're already making some pretty aggressive moves.
Yep. And up front here, back at it again here. 100 laps here tonight, and the first lap's going to go to the 42 here of Peyton Snyder. 3 wide for the lead. Ooh. And there goes Steven's eardrums. What'd you say? I hear you.
Well, I know this is going to be a fairly quick race, so
Yeah.
I want to give a quich shout out to you, Josh, bringing me on board as a full-time broadcaster on Sunday nights. So, got to give a shout out to you for letting that take place. So excited to start a new season with NSRA.
NSRA Sunday nights right here on MaxspeedTV. Your commentator, not co-commentator, folks. Your commentator for that. We'll be speaking. So, yeah, we appreciate you stepping up, buddy. I know they were 18-7 going at it right here.
Yeah.
You know, we appreciate you stepping up. I know you was going to race in that, but they approached you as well. And since I couldn't do it, appreciate you jumping on board, man. I know you'll do fantastic. We got all the bugs, I think, worked out. So
I think so. You know, that first one was a little nerve-wracking. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's different when you got somebody.
We're gonna have a wreck. Cautions out.
Yep,
Shane involved
cautions
in
out.
that. Oh no! And you know he wanted me to interview him under green here tonight too.
Let me see.
Yep, gotta go back here. It looks like, oh no, it looks like the 0-2 is gonna be, I'm not saying he's at fault, but he is gonna be definitely involved in this. Let's see here what happened to Mr. Shane here, and of course, it looks like right there with the 08. Yeah, contact made between the 02 and the 08. Oh man. And I think we almost had another one right there, too, between the 08 and I can't see who that is.
66
well,
got involved in it.
The 28's right up ahead of the 08, but contact being made with the from the 02 to the 08 right here. That is Gary, and then, yeah, the 66. Yeah, right.
Nowhere to go.
Yep, involved in that. Rough end of the stick on that one is going to be Shane. And he gets tagged again by Mark Keeler. Mark nowhere to go. Tags him. Well, unfortunately, that quick trip to the back did not work out. Hopefully, he's able to get it back going here. Everybody down pit road here. And I'm sure Shane's going to get the damage looked at and see how bad it is.
Try to get as much as fixed as he can, for sure.
Yeah, without going a lap down on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, he drove past his pit box. Nope, he didn't. Wow. Looked like he did from my camera view.
He was on pit road, so... And he sent me a message earlier, just a little bit ago, wanted me to interview him under green. Probably a good thing I didn't. Well, I don't like interviewing drivers under green for that reason. You know?
Well, yeah, and that's one thing they asked me about in my broadcast about interviewing on track. But man, when they're tight like this and they're trying to concentrate. As a driver, that to me, I wouldn't want that. I'd rather wait till caution, whether I was involved or not.
Right.
Just, you know, because if I'm not happy about something, I'm gonna tell you I don't want to talk about it and be done with it.
Be bluntly, I don't want to talk about it. That's it. Just drop the whole thing, you know. Yep. All right, coming out of 2, it looks like Gary Eldred is going to go a lap down here, but Shane did not. So, they are going to be around turn 2. I think the lights, the lights are off, so we're going to be going back green here. It'll be lap number 8. Ocho. Lap Ocho. Lap number 8. Oh, what? Or lap numero 8. There we go. I don't know what lap is in Spanish, so I can't.
That's a good question.
All right, pace car's down and away once again here into the restart zone, but the 27, the 70. Orland Herman not wasting any time. I keep wanting to say the 20. 70 on the loud pedal already. He is going to jump all the way up to the front. Going to put Snyder in second, Emerson third, Oliver fourth, and Zach Hogan in the 5th spot. Now they're going to go single file here. It looks like maybe not want to get another quick yellow, because if they do, within, I believe, 3 laps, then they'll have to go. They will be going single file restarts, and I don't think they want to do single file restarts. We had a few of them last week, so let's see here how many laps they can get in here. And I think we're going to have a green flag run here tonight. I don't think they're going to make it too awfully hard on us, other than I'm hearing some metal against metal somewhere.
They're kind of, oh, right there. Okay, so like Justin Phipps. No, that would have been
Kenny Hogan and the
Gerard Lawrence and Stephen Rex.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, back here. Go. 28.
So to answer your question, lap in Spanish is El Regazo.
Not even going to attempt. All right, a good battle back here behind him. Let's see here. That is Zach Hogan and Scott Negus. Good battle here.
Yeah, I'm watching Brandon Kiger and Justin Phipps right now.
That will be back around the 13-14 spot.
Yeah, they're kind of calming down a little bit. But then you got Gerard Lawrence.
Oh, golly, look behind him. Wow, that was close. I have no idea. Oh, 3 wide. Here we go again. Oh, 3 wide into 1. They're still 3 wide. Oh, somebody is. Oh, wow. How in the world did they do that? They're
leaning on each other.
They're still pretty wide. I mean, all right, now they're going to get us situated here. Wow, Kyler Davis held that bottom line, but, man, that 5 of Hunter Morgan all over the back end of him. And don't even look because Stephen Rex is right there, too. Mr. T-Rex, that's just what I'm going to call him. And, oh, the 5. Oh, wow, Kyler. A little touchy there with...
Hunter just forced his way in there and just said, "Okay, I'm taking this spot." And they're leaning on each other. That's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Now, do these things have brakes? Because every time they go into the corner, I see the bottom where that fuel cell is light up.
Mm-hmm. They do have brakes. I mean, most race cars do. Let's see if I can see.
If we go to a chase view here, real quick, let's find it. Got to turn the camera as they enter the corner here. And oh, as we seen that, the 6 and the 5 to do a little touchy again, but no, I'm not seeing it light up again. I could have swore it might be the sun hitting it, making it look like that it's lighting up. And, oh, wow, the 5 and the 6 now going at it. Put them together, and you've got 11.
I'm trying to watch them in the corner if they're even running brake.
Wow!
That's
Man.
a bad spot to be doored.
This is not going to end well. Somebody's going to get tired of it here in a minute.
They're just swapping positions.
I told you somebody's going to get tired of it.
Yep. If you do that to me, I'll do it to you.
Yep. And they're not done. That opened the door up for Stephen Rex to get in the middle of it. Oh, Stephen, I don't know if I'd want to get in the middle of that.
I think I would just probably stay as close as I could without getting involved and let them two duke it out.
Right. All right, well,
know.
check on Cortland here. He's got about a 4/10 of a second, so not quite half a second lead over Jonathan Emerson. Single file, though, up toward the front here, winding down some laps here is kind of what they're doing. We'll check back on Kyler and Steven, and oh, here we go again, the 5 and the 6 going at it. I think right now we're going to have to stay right here with Kyler Davis and Hunter Morgan. I think this is where we're going to have to be at for right now.
I think so, because these guys are battling hard.
Looks like the 6 and the 5 doing it again here, side by side, door to door. You can't put a piece of paper between the two. They're that close. Down on through the backstretch, down into turn number 3. I mean, I would say, well, I was going to say they're going to give each other room, but, well, nope.
Honestly, just from what I was seeing right there, Hunter looked like maybe thought he was clear. I don't think that was really malicious or intentional, no.
Oh, looks like Benny.
But they are catching up to the 46 and Justin Phipps, so.
I'm up here with Benny Hogan now in the 17, Sean Patrick. They're duking it out up here. And another battle ahead of them as well, Zach Hogan and Scott Negus. So, a couple more battles going on. We were single file for a little bit, Steven. Now we're starting to see things kind of heat up a little bit more on track. Morgan and Tyler Davis going at it again. Here we go.
They'll get one that'll get the run and drop it down to the inside, and that takes away that one lane, and they just got the better run, Dord.
Ford again.
Man.
Ford again. All right, battle for the lead, presumably. Well,
Kyler's blinking.
Oh, no. Well, they're trying to make their way around some lap traffic here. The 0-2 of Shane Kohlmeyer. Shane going to go a lap down as the leaders get around them. That kind of helped Jonathan Emerson and the 42 of Peyton Snyder out a little bit. Here we go. Battle for the lead. Man. Portland just gets that run on the high side. And Jonathan just can't seem to get around.
Well, honestly, looking at Hunter, I'm still watching him in the corner. I don't know if you can get a view of the front of his car, but you can see him working that front wheel.
Watching Hunter Morgan right now. Oh yeah, yeah, you can see the steering wheel too.
I was just kind of watching him on that one corner. He started it right. I'm kind of on the.
Whoa! Even behind them, Stephen Rex, Bob Elder going at it. I seen that one.
Move your camera over. Move your camera kind of over to the left side of his car. You can really see them working that steering wheel and those front wheels, trying to keep it from losing traction.
Oh yeah, as he comes around Shane here. Ooh. Oh man, the 28, that is not where you want to be. Yeah, oh wow, 13 blinking out here too, Mr. Bob.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, all right, let's get back up to a bigger angle here. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on it. Cortland still holding off Jonathan here. We are at lap 25 here, folks. The next time by will be a quarter of the way through the race. A quarter of the way. We'll be halfway of the halfway.
Now we got Trace Gaskins and Stephen Rex. Oh, Trace came in hot and had to shut her down.
Back toward the back.
Yeah, I just happened to move back there. See them side by side.
Looks like Hogan and Sukup now. Looks like Sukup's going to let Hogan go by, per se. Not, I don't think, like, let him, but he did just let him go by a little bit. Eddie up into the 7th spot now. Got his eyes set on Zach Hogan. And, it's father and son duo right there. Benny Hogan is the dad, Zach is the son, so
I wouldn't brought me some coffee, so I'm gonna get a shake right now.
all right, quarter of the way here of the race, halfway of the halfway here. Portland still leading the way here. Peyton has led the only other lap that has been led out here. Cortland has led 26 laps here tonight. You can't really say that he's running away with it because he's got company all around him. Jonathan Peyton, Scotty Oliver. Scotty started back in 9th. Of course, everybody moved up a spot because Shane had to go to the back.
Right.
But, you know, for the sake of the driver bar and everybody's confusion, we'll just stick with the driver bar. Because, you know, that would get me confused.
Got a battle right now for the getting that top 10 between Jeffrey Bayless and look like Sean Patrick.
Yep, Sean Patrick, Jeffrey, J.J. McRae, a battle of the Hogans up here.
Yep.
The Hogan's Heroes is what I'm calling them. 7 to the 4, Benny and Zach, father and son. Benny is not gonna let his son have an easy time. He'll race him just like he races everybody else, and Zach probably knows it. He's gonna have to try to figure out a way to get around his dad. Zach's come a long way from 2 years, 2 seasons that I've been with Palms. And I remember when Zach come in. He might have been here before, but nice to see him out here tearing it up with everybody. Getting back here, it looks like we've got Bob Eldred, Adam Morgan, and Stephen Rex still back here neck and neck together. The 13-5 and the 28. Back around here at about the 17th, 18th spot. Brent right there. Brent. Right there in the 20th spot.
Hunter may not. He may be trying to bite off a little more. He can chew with Bob.
Bob's not going to let him have it.
No.
Well, hopefully everybody out there is having a good time. Operator Solid Snake in chat here tonight. How you doing there, buddy? Happened to look down and seen you in here. Looks like Mark Keeler down pit road. Wait a minute, are they coming down pit road now? 33 laps into the run. Somebody's blinking. Jonathan Emerson blinking out. Ooh, that's not good for Jonathan because he is in second. 33 laps onto the run here. We've got some drivers, or a driver down pit road, I should say. Mark Keeler. Everybody else dropping down pit road as of yet.
Mark's been out there 27 laps, so he may not be liking what his tires are feeling like.
Possible.
Let me go see what he did. I'll let you know in just a second.
All right, well, you take a look at that. We're going to keep an eye on the leader here. Cortland, Jonathan, Peyton, and Scotty. That's the top four. Scott Negus is catching them, though. He is about 7/10 of a second, but, I mean, anything's possible. Trying to get up there to the back end of the 118, the 118. Of Scotty. Whoa! Scotty almost fished him. Like Zach Hogan is coming down pit road. All right, here we go. We got pit stops happening. Oh, Zach Hogan, J.J. McRae, Justin Phipps, Shane Kohlmeyer, all down pit road.
Yeah, Mark just took right side, so.
Ooh, who did?
He must not have been liking the way his grip, what he was getting.
Oh, all right. Scott Negus is down pit road here now. As well as a couple of them coming off of pit road. McRae, Hogan. Looks like Phipps coming out now. Shane Kohlmeyer still sitting on pit road here. Like Oliver's coming down. Oh, here we go. Herman, Schneider, Oliver, all down pit road. Could have a few more too. Looks like Bayless is down. Scott's coming off of pit road. Hopefully he was able to get it off of pit road safely, because if you don't pass that cone, certain area, it will black flag you. So hopefully
it looks like Jonathan Emerson's just now coming down pit road as well.
Yep, here he comes. And I think Eddie Hogan is going to stay out. Emerson. Oh, come on. Quit it. There we go. Emerson is down. Like Sukup is down. Rex is down. So Mr. T-Rex bringing his car down pit road here. Yeah, when they're coming down pit road and they change positions.
Yep.
Oh, stop it. Trying to catch up to him.
Shane's been on pit road for almost a minute and a half.
Yep, Sean Patrick down pit road here. So
he may be trying to get some more of that damage fixed, Joshua.
Could be. Thomas Mitchell down pit road, doing a lot of blinking as he's coming down pit road. Hopefully he's all right. And that could be a big possibility, too, is trying to get as much of it fixed as he possibly can. Man, a lot of these drivers have been out here 34 laps. Well, the top 9 have been out here 34 laps. Wow. John Patrick was out there 40 laps. We know they can do at least 40. Benny Hogan's leading the way now.
I was fixing to say, yeah, Benny and the 70 car, Portland, kind of going at it.
Yep. Looks like Benny gonna hold off the 70 here. I've got Kenny Tripp in second.
That's what I got.
So he's in second. Kiger's third. Gerard fourth. Kyler fifth. Bob sixth. Hunter seventh. Brett eighth. And Trace ninth. Jonathan 10th. Jonathan is the last car on the lead lap, but we're just kind of waiting for the rest of these guys to come down pit road. The top 9 have not come down. So, ooh,
well, here comes Benny.
And here comes Benny down pit road. That will put the 70 back on the lead lap. Several drivers actually back on the lead lap on that one. Grip. Benny's down. Kyler is on pit road. Hunter Morgan. Brett is on pit road. I know he's going to kill me afterwards. Now, why do you keep calling me Brett? Well, you know. Like Brett is off. 5 is off. Hunter Morgan. Kyler's coming out as well. And Bob Elder and Trace Gaskins down pit road here. I know Trace, you has a fan usually out there in chat. I'm not sure if that person is out there or not, but right side's going on for Gaskins here. And here comes Kitty. Oh, Kitty Tripp. Wow, Gerard. Boy, he almost lost it. Wow, let's get a real quick rewind of him entering pit road here. As he locks it down, he gets a lot of wibbling and wobbling. Man.
I think Kenny may need to change his shorts.
Oh, Brandon Kiger did the same thing, and he slid on pit road. We caught that live.
Oh, no.
Yep. Wow. Well, I didn't say it beforehand, and I probably should have. Pit road is not a friendly place.
Well, no, I mean, you're pretty much coming off that apron.
Man. Brandon did lead 2 laps. Jonathan, though, is gonna retake the lead right there. He's led a lap, but he didn't lead the last one because he just got the lead back. And Cortland Herman under fire here with Mr. Scott. No. Yep. Is that right beside Cortland? That is the 68. That is Thomas Mitchell. That is not for position. Thomas is a lap down. The one and only driver 1 lap down. So Jonathan trying to pull away now as Cortland going to try to get up there to him. Watching the 55 of Scott here trying to get around the lap car. Lap car does not have to get out of the way per iRacing rules. I don't know what it's Tom's rules, but you know, only a lap down, so that would be Thomas Mitchell, everybody, not Scott.
Our buddy Brian Odell's in chat. A little bit late, but that's okay. Glad to have you, Brian.
Hey, Brian. It's all right. We got still about halfway here tonight. A little over halfway. Going to be coming down to the halfway mark here pretty quickly, though, in about 2 laps. Still a lot of racing to go. A lot can happen between now and lap 100. So Watching Scott Negus and Benny Hogan here, a battle for third. Oh, wow. Well, Scott got a little tight, it looked like. Almost got into the wall. Then he was able to fully get around him. Right, do we have any more battles going? We can. I don't see any at the moment.
They're pretty much kind of. I don't want to say they're spread out a whole lot, but I mean they are kind of spread out a little bit. And the ones that are together are all single file. So.
Bitty trip coming up on. Let's see here, that is. Oh wait. Yeah, the 08 of Gary Eldred here. Gary, unfortunately, is 3 laps and down. Kitty trying to get around him. He's still going to be side by side. Not a battle for position, but yet still a battle out on the track. And it looks like the 08 of Gary is just going to go ahead and let him have that spot. Since he already had the position, he's just going to go ahead and let him have the spot. Lap 53, folks, over the halfway mark here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here on MaxspeedTV with the Pro American Late Model Series Palms Wednesday, as my brother calls it, and I've kind of got used to calling it. Works out, actually. It's a catchy phrase. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, Stephen Lane up here calling the action, or the action that we can call. There's been some action out here tonight, and I don't think we're done with it. So
no, far from it. We still got a lot of laps left, Josh.
If anything, definitely probably could happen. We'll keep an eye on it for everybody out there. Yeah, we're watching it.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and give a shout out to WGG out there, partnership. Use MSTV 10% for 10% off your order. No fillers, no maltodextrin, or however in the world you pronounce that dadgum name. I know Steven knows how to pronounce it, but I don't. And no fake dyes. Energy drinks made specifically to help you be better. W.E.E. Partnership between MaxspeedTV and them. And it looks like Cortland's starting to fall a bit further back here. Up into third, Biddy up into second, working his way up into spot. He's already led 4 laps. That was during the whole pit stop cycle there. But right now working out for Benny. Cortland, Scott, and Peyton, though, all right here together. We'll continue to watch it. We'll stay on Cortland here for a second. Looks like Scotty Oliver in the 118, as well as the 68 of Thomas Mitchell. Not for position, but a battle. The back up here. We'll say battle up here, and there is a battle up here.
You'll be all right.
We'll battle back up here to the 70 and the 55 and the 42. All right, well, do your best, Brian. That's all you can hope for, man. Good luck.
Wow, what a move Hunter Morgan just made on Stephen Rex.
Didn't even see it. All right, that was back here at around the 11th, 12th spot. So
he had a good, decent slide job, and I mean, just barely had enough room to clear him.
Moose Pie's out there too.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Wow, I totally missed that. I usually don't miss Moose Pie. Oh.
Hunter's trying to look to the inside of Sean Patrick right now. Good little battle back here for that top 10 spot.
Oh, 5 and 17 get a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Yeah, touchy, yeah. When you said that, I jumped back here to the battle here.
Just my observation here, Josh. It looks like the 5 may. Ooh. The 5 may be coming in a little hot, or maybe a little loose in the corner, and the 17 seems a little tight.
And they're still going at it. Oh, they're still duking it out. Oh, this is not going to end well if they keep doing that. Well, I bet Sean ain't happy.
Yeah, Brad, I see what you said, buddy. Josh had started talking before I could, so.
That was 17 really putting that pressure now on the back end of Hunter Morgan. I'm going to go to the nose view of this. We are going to right about there. It looks like Steven Rex.
I don't know. I had a shadow man on my screen.
Shadow man, huh? Steven might be coming down pit road here.
Well, let me take a look.
Yeah, he is in his
Yep,
pit
he
box,
is.
so go ahead and take a look at Mr. Rex here. Yep, down and away already. Boy, he didn't waste any time. It was only down there 8.9 seconds. Wow.
Getting fuel, maybe?
Possibly. If the tires are feeling that good, don't take tires. Just get fuel.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what he did. He just got fuel.
Yep. Jonathan Emerson, 20 laps now under his belt.
Well, we're going to get some more extracurricular activities back here again, Josh, between Kyler and Sean.
Yeah, I'm watching it now. I seen the battle, and then I get back here, and they're doing some dooring.
I wouldn't call. This is a shorter track.
Yeah.
And these cars, it does run quite a bit like a speedway.
In a sense, yeah.
I wouldn't say real super speedway. That's what Matt was explaining. Ooh, 22 came on the inside of Sean.
You're looking at that. I'm looking at the battle up ahead of them here. Hunter Morgan and Gerard now going at it. They're dooring one another, getting just really close to one another. I can't say they're intentionally doing it on purpose, but they are like door to door, so. Got that battle back here. That's the 22 of Jeffrey Bayless in the mix now.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to go get a little tied up on the 17 of Sean Patrick. Sean's got, oh, wow. Man. Looks like Mark Keeler down pit road here, the 108. Possibly for the final time, I would assume. 77, 87, 97. Yeah, that's final time. They can go roughly 40 laps. We know for a fact, so. Well, you can catch him battle here for the lead here. I'll get to that in just a second here. Jonathan Everson, Benny Hogan. Battle for the lead. Well, let's see how long they duke it out up front here. Oh, wow. You can catch that Looney Tune car tomorrow night, too, I believe. Unless you're in something else.
I'm in the K-State car on my
Oh, yeah, that's
next
right.
gens, yeah.
That's right. And they're still duking it out up front for the lead here. Benny Hogan, Jonathan Emerson. Wow. And at the stripe, that's going to be lap number 70. I'm staying up front here with the leaders.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching these battles back here, Josh.
Yeah.
Now you got Mike Suka getting around Sean Patrick back here, so.
Looks like Brett is on Brett on pit road 2, and then 23 and the 7 get connected together a little bit. We're still watching the battle for the lead here between Emerson and Hogan. That would be Benny Hogan. We got 2 Hogans out here, so I kind of gotta have to be careful on, you know, when I mention Hogan. Looks like Zach Hogan is down pit road. Justin Phipps look like coming down. I'm still up front here, just going off the timing screen of what I'm seeing. Do not want to leave the battle up front because, man, they are really duking it out up here. Now, something's going to have to give at some point because they are going to have to come down pit road. The question is, when?
Yeah, we're getting several down. Cortland Herman is down pit road.
Ooh, like Sean Patrick may be out of the race here. What I'm seeing. Nope, he's back. Looks like he just blinked out. I blinked out again. Oh, no, something's going on. Egas, Oliver, McRae, all down pit road here as well. Still looking up front here at the battle for the lead. Oh, man. I think Sean might drop connection here before too long. Oh.
Yeah, showing him keeping an eye on that.
I can't even get on him. He's off on my end.
He's completely out, yeah.
All right, well, here we go. Oh, Benny Hogan coming down. Emerson coming down. Wow, seen the good battle up there between them two, and they come down at the exact same time. That gives the lead up to Peyton Snyder in the 42. Kitty Tripp in second now. Up third, Hunter Morgan fourth, Gerard fifth. But, I think Benny had to back up there. Oh, that could either hurt or help. We'll see what happens. Coming to lap number 75. Peyton Schneider coming in hot and heavy, and he gets it woed down. I don't know how he did it. Kitty Tripp also down.
Yep.
Bob staying out. So who was that behind him? Kyler Davis down pit road. Brandon Kiger down pit road.
Oh, freaking.
Uh-oh.
13.
Yeah, he got a yeller.
That was
All
Bob
right.
Eldred got spun.
Yeah, that was Bob here. It looks like he was battling the 70 of Herman here. I think that's Herman, right?
70, yeah, Cortland.
Yeah, Cortland.
He get loose, or did
We're
they?
about to get a closer angle at this. We're gonna be on Bob here, and I'm not picking on Bob. Everybody knows I call it as I see it. So let's kind of see here what we're seeing here down into the corner. Looks like he might have got a little tight. Ooh, like the 70 might have come down a little bit too from that angle. We'll take a look at it. I think Bob might have got a little tight. He's coming up. 70's coming down. It might be a little bit of net code there, but definitely they would have made contact regardless. And then, unfortunately, the 5, nowhere to go, ends up finishing off Bob there. And Bob is going to, unfortunately, go around in the 68 of Thomas Mitchell. I think he might have got tagged here by the 66 as they were, getting up there, wrecking. And, yeah, right there, Brent, whatever you want to call him, Brent, just, right into the back of the 68 of Thomas Mitchell. And that's going to send Mitchell around up into the outside wall. A couple of things happened simultaneously there. Robert's trying to dodge it, and, well, the reaction time, you have no reaction time, so.
No, and we're Brent was at, it's hard to see through these cars.
Yeah.
So you can't really see, especially when you're close behind like that. It's hard to really see what's going on in front. You can see the smoke, and yeah, by then it was too late.
Yep, just a little bit too late on that one. All right, well, let's see here. We are live, so I wanted to make sure we are live. We've got some drivers possibly coming down pit road here, I do believe. Kyler is on, or in his pit box. Looks like Brent is down pit road. Justin is down pit road here in the 6. And that's all I'm seeing at this point. They're going to have to give their waiver rounds here, so we'll kind of hang back here real quick while they're doing the waiver rounds. I'm going to have to step aside here for just a minute or two, so hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Looks like the lights are still on the pace car here as they're continuing to give waiver rounds here.
Yeah, race controls extended it by 1 lap, so.
Yep, still going to try to get everybody caught back up and like some more drivers possibly going to get some waiver rounds. That's going to put us in that window of, well, we'll be at 20 to go when we go green if it's not extended again, Steven. So roughly at about 10 minutes time. Now, of course, we're going to go have to say it because it does happen. Cautions can breed cautions. So are they going to be able to, go green from here? We're going to see a few more yellows. We're going to see a 4 wide tonight. I mean, we've already seen 3 wide. Why not throw out a 4 wide there? So, I guess just kind of see what happens. Bob is going to be our leader. Bayless, Sukup, Lawrence, Emerson, Hogan, Morgan, Gaskins, Oliver, and Rex. That's the top 10 here, folks. Open to lap 81 or 20 to go here when they get the green across the stripe. Bob's on the loud pedal. Green is out. Here we go, folks. 20 laps will remain here tonight at Loudon or New Hampshire, or Loudon, New Hampshire. And 3 wide. We're going to be seeing a lot of this. Benny Hogan. He not scared. Oh, we're wrecking. Oh, we got a driver going off pace back here. That is Trace Gaskins. Trace cannot catch a break in these races. Man. No yellow. We stay green. Oh yeah, we've been at the final countdown since we had 100 laps. So. Whoa! Here's a little tie, get a little wiggly and wobbly here. A lot of wiggling and a lot of wobbling. And, oh golly, what? Ooh, out 28, really all over the back end here of the 118 of Scotty Oliver.
I'm sitting here watching this battle between Kenny Tripp and Hunter Morgan.
Kenny and Hunter, that's right here for a battle for 7th. And, boy, they're still, yeah. Damn.
You'll get one that'll get the run, get on that inside, and then they'll lose the pace.
Oh.
Kenny decided he was just gonna had enough playing around with the young kids.
Yeah, well, Scotty had to back off, didn't want to get into the back of the 5. Then the 28 of Steven had to get on the brakes a little bit, not to get into the back of the 118. So
I just did it again.
yeah, man. All right, well, let's see here. Emerson, Suka, Bob's still leading here, but Bob has got a whole lot of company. Whole lot of company. A whole lot of real estate still left here. 16 laps to go here. And, you know, if they keep racing it up like they're racing it up, that's going to help out the 13 of Mr. Bob, though.
Yeah, now they're coming up on some lap traffic, too.
Yeah,
so
I'm trying to find out who that is. I believe
that's the number
that's
49
Trace.
of Trace Gasket.
Yeah, that's Trace. Probably not too happy about what happened down there on the track. And he back is now 2 laps down, 3 wide with Trace. Dang near 4 wide with him. Okay, I mean, if you want to call that 4 wide, I guess you could, but no, I was talking about 4 wide, you know. Man, they got battles all over the place here. Possibly even a 3 wide here. Kenny Tripp looking to the inside here. Now he's going to take it 3 wide, but is he going to be able to make it stick on the bottom inside of the 27 and the 22 of Bayless? 27 is Gerard. Nope, not going to be able to do it right there. Okay, McRae, Peyton Schneider, man, we have got almost called it a gooseneck back here.
Man, Peyton Schneider's got Meeks breathing down his neck.
Call him Brett. This sounds better.
Of course, you can't count out Brandon Kiger either. He's right there in that mix.
Yep, the 85. 13 to go here, folks. Man. Right, man. Zach Hogan about hanging back here in the 16th spot. Last driver on the lead lap is Cortland Herman. Justin Phipps, Mark Keeler, just these 2 drivers are 1 lap down. Trace is 2, Gary is 3, as well as Kyler Davis is 3 as well. Shane Colmeyer, unfortunately, 14 laps down. Man. All right, well, coming up on the 11 to go here next time by. They're starting to get a little single file, I guess you could say, but it ain't gonna stay like that.
No.
My question is, when is Benny, Mike, Gerard, Bob, Kitty, Hunter, even Rex, just in the top 10, when are they going to try to make their move closer to the front? I mean, you're running out of laps. You're going to have to do it at some point.
Well, you know, I guess Stephen Rex has been out here 27 laps, so he's got the oldest tires out there right now.
Yeah.
It depends on how hard you run your tires, you know, getting to this point since your last pit stop for the last 13, 14, 15, 16 laps.
Potential 3 wide back here with Brent, Scott, and JJ.
It didn't last very long.
No. And Kenny Tripp gonna try it again, coming around to the inside of Bob. That is a battle for 4th, so, I mean, right behind them, 10 to go, coming to 9 to go here, folks. Things are starting to heat up just a little bit more, and who doesn't want to see a yellow? Probably would be... Oh, Benny got tight.
Yeah, the Brent got a little tight there and got into Brandon a little bit.
Uh-oh. Front row raggy.
Here's the 42 of Peyton Snyder trying to look the inside of Brandon Kiger right now.
You're back here toward about the 15th spot. Yeah, I jumped back here too to look at myself.
Ooh, 28, giving the 5 a little. How do you do?
Back up. I got to watch the front here while you're keeping
Yeah,
an eye back there, because Benny Hogan has, I mean, he is all over Jonathan Emerson for the lead. And Benny is going to look to the inside here out of turn number 4, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it at the line. Maybe he'll try it down into 1. We'll see here. Jonathan just gets that run. If he can hit his mark, get that run on the outside, I think he can hold off the 7. But, oh, he got a little tight, but not too bad. Still got that run on the outside, though. Bad thing about it is when you have a car on the inside of you, you've really got to be careful, but you're going to burn up some tires here. 2 door-to-door out of 4. And Jonathan at the stripe still had it. Man, 6 laps remain, guys. While you're kind of keeping an eye still back there, I'm keeping my eye up front. Golly, man. They are duking it out up front. All right, who wants to start in the back next week? I wonder if that's what they're thinking. Do I want to finish second so I don't have to start into the... Whoa! Benny and Jonathan, door to door, 5 to go. Yeah, rut row. Yeah, Scooby-Doo impression. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, that was about a rut roll moment right there, too. Hunter's just peeking into trying to get to that, second, third groove, first, second groove.
Hunter.
And trying to make it 3 wide.
Hunter. You.
Hunter Morgan.
Oh, you're back there with watching. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the front here because Jonathan Emerson and Benny Hogan's dooring one another. They've been doing this for, seems like forever. And I'm not going to leave the front, so.
Yeah, I understand.
You're seeing what you're seeing back there. They're doing battling back there. They're dooring one another back there. And we're dooring one another up here, so. Well, something's got to give here at some point. 23 is not going to give that spot up easily to Benny Hogan as they shoot around turn number 4. And at the line, Benny's got it, but Jonathan right there. Oh, Jonathan actually led that lap. Wow. 3 laps to go, folks.
Yeah, Steven, he's either burnt his tires up or he is getting really, really tight on the corners.
So he's going to be not even Steven.
No.
Sorry,
I mean,
Steven.
well, I mean, he is. But J.J. McCray just made a move. 3 wide.
Oh, 3 wide. Oh! No record?
No,
Nope.
I don't. I think.
Oh, no, the
Brandon-
7 of the 23 contact. That upset the 23. Emerson falls back into the 4th spot. Benny takes over the lead. Coming to the white this time by, if we do not get a yellow before then. And out of 4, white flag in the air, 1 to go. Kenny Tripp, Mike Sukup battle for second. I think Benny right now, he doesn't mess up, he'll have the P1 locked in. But out of turn number 4, it is gonna be at the checkered flag. Benny Hogan gonna win it here tonight about a 4-second. The 45 of Sukup gonna hold off Kenny Tripp for that final podium spot. Bob Eldred, nice run by Bob there in the
Very
4th
nice.
spot. And Gerard coming from the 18th spot, Steven. He is gonna finish in the top 5.
That's a good run.
Yes.
I mean, really overall good race tonight.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of action to begin with. They kind of got spread out after, the couple cautions and
Yep.
pit stops. And, man, just a some great battles.
Yep, 2 cautions for 8 laps. That is all they had here tonight. Man, what a race. Man, that was outstanding. Alrighty, folks. Well, hang tight. We will get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV poster race show here in just a second. We'll start here with the 12 of Kitty Trip, work our way up to Benny. So hang on a minute. We will be right back. Well, alrighty, folks. We have caught up with the top 3 here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull up Mr. Consistency here tonight. Yes, Mr. Consistency. Going to have to change it from consistency to Mr. Consistency, Mr. Kitty. So, hey, man, started 5th here in the feature event. Of course, you know, y'all had to go through that whole thing y'all do every season, man. The heats and the feature, or the heats and the Consi. But, man, talk about it. Great racing out there by everybody. A lot of side-by-side, 3 wide even, and we even had, we had some door banging out there tonight, but, I mean, everybody for the most part, I mean, really kept it clean. 2 cautions for 8 laps here tonight. Not bad. It could have been worse, but, man, as always, you guys impress me every week. Talk about it, buddy, here tonight.
Yeah, it was a great night. You know, this car at this track, you can't really get any damage, or it just slows you down a ton. So everyone was racing with a lot of respect. You know, strategy worked out almost perfectly. That second time I came in, the yellow flag came in as I was pulling into my pit stop, so I couldn't change anything. I had to do it, and I thought I was going to go a lap down. The way I was when I rolled out of pit road, it showed me a lap down, but then it let me go by the pace car. So I got back in lead lap, and started at 10th or 12th, and just. I knew I had enough gas, and I put on right side tires, so I knew I could just beat the crap out of them and work my way up. But I could have played dirty and got Mike Sukup, but I don't race like that.
Yeah.
I don't like racing like that. And Mike Sukup's a straight up guy, so I don't it's not worth it to me to piss someone off the next week or whatnot. So I'll take what I got. Benny, he's just he's gaining on me a little bit. I gained some on Brandon Kiger and Bob and Gerard. So hey, all in all, it was a good night.
Oh yeah, definitely. So of course, these races each and every week, man. You guys come out here and you don't know what's gonna happen. You come out here, you race it up. It could be, a caution fest, or it could be like it did tonight. 2 yellows out of 100 laps, man, for 8 laps. That's all. I mean, I would say 90% plus, here tonight. I mean, that's outstanding for, these cars, this track. I mean, and as close battles as y'all, were dealing with out here tonight. So, before we talk about next week, I'm going to see if Steven has anything for you, Kenny, and we'll go from there. So, Steven, mic's yours.
Well, like I had to agree with Joshua, Kenny. You're going to start just calling you Mr. Consistency because, man, every week you're right there and you're battling for either the lead, the win, or, the podium finish. I mean, my question, though, I don't run a lot of leagues or run a lot of races with heat races. How much difference is it in the heat race compared to the feature race?
The heat race is, just a short stint. So you got to be all out, all 15 laps, whatever the heat races are, because, only the top 5 get points. So if you don't get into the race in your heat race, you get no points. And if you go to the Consi, there's no points in Consi. So you're every heat race, you're all out because you need every point, every point every week. So, the first two races of the season, I had horrible luck, both heat and feature, and then I don't think I've finished out of the top 5 ever since. And we just need to keep that momentum going, keep that consistency going, and like I said last week, and I'll say it this week, and I'll probably say it every week when I get on the broadcast, is the cream rises to the top, and the top 5 here just insanely good, insanely consistent. I hate to show my hand, but over the last couple of years, I've kind of showed my hand a little bit, and people have caught on, so it makes it a little bit more tougher. So I got to kind of somehow change that up. And then you got fuel races and our long distance races, like our big tracks. Mike Sukup, with fuel strategy and the way him and Rex and Brett Mekis, they really work the fuel mileage on these bigger tracks. I don't know how they do it, but obviously it shows. And just there's so much different strategies and so much different driving styles. It makes it a lot of fun knowing that when you're racing next to someone, you can rely that they're respectable.
Oh yeah, well, again, I mean, you guys never cease to amaze. You always put on a great show with this league, and man, just congratulations on your podium finish tonight, brother.
Thank you very much. I got to thank you guys. I know you guys put a lot of time in this. I know we all thank you, but we really do appreciate it. I got friends and family, and especially my dad. He really enjoys watching this stuff, and that fact that you guys do that for us, so we can view it the next day or play it for our friends. I actually started training a guy today. Hi Albert. I know he's watching. So my buddy Don's. Well, I got a couple of people watching. So Don and his wife. But yeah, thanks for everybody. Thanks Matt. Everyone did a great job, and hopefully we'll talk again next week.
Oh well, next week, buddy. Speaking of that, New Smyrna. My brother calls it New Smirnoff. Don't know why, but 200 laps there. How do you feel about that track?
Tracks. Quite long, long straightaways, tight corners, banked, fast. Again on the setup, if it builds loose, it's going to be really fast, too wide racing. But you got to give and take there too, because stuff gets worn out pretty quick, and it's just a really fast, tight track. So you should see some action next week for sure.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it, as always, Kenny. Looking forward to seeing you guys out here. Of course, good Lord willing, we'll hopefully make it next week. Take it day by day is what we got to do. So, Kenny, awesome job out here tonight in the 3rd place, man. Awesome job out on the track here tonight, too. So, we will, I guess we'll see you next week, buddy.
Guys, thanks for watching, Dad.
All right. Now that was Mr. Kenny Tripp out there. Mr. Consistency, as we're going to go ahead and call him. All right, well, let's get up here to our 2nd place finisher here tonight. Mike Sukup there. Mike, you only beat Kenny there by 58 thousandths of a second. But, hey, that's enough for a P2 spot out here tonight, Mike. Awesome job out there, man. Talk about it. I don't know really what to say because there was a lot of action down there on the track, 2, 3, 4 wide, even real quick with a lap car, and just a lot of battles side by side going on, and of course, tires. You could talk about tires and how they, kind of wore for you, and man, we just got to hear from you, man. Talk about your run out there tonight.
I was just riding around, staying out of trouble, and ended up in a good spot at the end.
That's about all you was trying to do. Alrighty, well, man, a few choice words, I'm assuming. So, Mike, I guess I'll go ahead and let you talk about New Smyrna next week. How do you feel about that track?
It's a home track. It's where I'm from. On iRacing. I'm not that good at it, but it's a pretty cool track, so I'll enjoy it.
Okay, all right. Well, hopefully you're able to get out there, maybe grab a P1 spot, buddy. Grab the win out there. You never know, man. Going into that race, we'll kind of see what happens. Well, Steven, I know Mike's a few choice words, but you got anything for him?
Well, really, the only thing I wanted to ask, Mike, I know you started on the heat race in 8th, you finished 6th, you got into the Consi, led the whole thing. It's a similar question that I asked Kenny. What is the track difference from the heat races to the feature, or to the Consi to the feature? Does the track change a whole lot? I mean, I know there's rubber getting put down, but does that change the way the car reacts?
No, I just think you're going to have to save it a little longer on a longer run, like in a heat race or a Consi. You can put it all to the track and not worry about it.
Okay. All right. Well, man, congratulations on your P2 tonight, brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All righty, Mike. Well, any other final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
No, just Palms is a good time. Good time running it. I'm glad he does it. Matt does a good job.
All righty, Mike. Well, we will see you next week at New Smyrna, buddy.
All right. We'll see you then. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, Mike. He just wants to, I guess, get it done. We'll have to talk to him and see if we can get maybe a little bit more in than a few choice words. We love you, Mike. All right, well, let's get down here to our winner here tonight, Benny Hogan, of course, winning tonight. That's going to put him into the back next week. But before we get to that, Benny, man, we got to talk about it here tonight, buddy.
Yeah.
Something noise behind me scared me, so that's why I stopped. Anyway, awesome win out here tonight, buddy. You started 10th in the feature. But you worked your way up throughout the race here, and of course, you were battling. You were out there battling for the lead many, many times out here tonight. So, man, talk about it, here at Loudon, New Hampshire, man. How was it? How the tires react and everything. And, we'll just turn the mic over to you. Hopefully you have a little bit more to say than what Mike did.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it was fun. And as far as battling for the lead and stuff, the goal number 1 was to make the feature because the setups were so close here that anybody could have gone home, anybody could have made it, and almost anybody could have won. I think after 10 or 15 laps on your tires, I think that's when you start seeing some of the differences in how people are over aggressive getting in or whatever, too fast getting on the throttle, you name it. That's where the differences start coming in. But I tried to ride behind Kenny there for a little bit, and I was like, man, I'm riding, and if he's riding, I can go a whole lot faster. And I'd already gone, checked it out in practice, how many laps I could go, going hard as I could go, and I knew that number, and then I knew that I was only going to lose 1.5 to 2 tenths over the entire run. I'm like, why would I ride? Because you can't make it on one fuel stop. And so I made it. Once I passed Kenny there at the early part of the race, I didn't ride the rest of the way. I was going hard as I could go just because I knew what it was going to do. And as far as the tire fall off, it wasn't bad. I don't know what percentages I was at. I've already gotten out of the car, but like you say, even at the end of a fuel run, you were faster, or pretty much just as fast. And so it was a matter of somebody making a mistake to get beside of them, you name it. And there toward the end, I took that last pit stop. Me and Emerson stopped at the same time, I believe. And then the caution comes out. I'm like, good night. You've done the strategy right, and it comes down to that. But it worked out. And as far as racing hard, we had a good, hard, clean race, and I think coming down to the final few laps, couple laps there, he made a mistake in 3 and 4 that let me get beside of him on the inside. And I knew if I could just hang there toward the final laps, 8 tires turn better than 4, so to speak. You know the saying.
Yeah.
And so if I could be there on the final lap, then it was going to be 8 tires instead of 4. And we didn't have to get to that point. And I did block a little coming down the front stretch. He did get into the back of me. That made it seem like I turned left, but I mean, to me, that was clean, good, hard, clean racing, protecting my line. And then, he did what I would have done. He dove it in, and he just happened to slip up from the replay that I've seen, and just got me at his weak point. He was at his rotation point, and it just kind of sent him. And that's that. But it was a good, hard, clean race. I hope he sees it that way as well. And I don't mind racing against him that hard anywhere. That's the kind of stuff that makes it fun, and it makes you not feel bad about finishing second or third when it's like that. So I had a good time.
There was a lot of there was a lot of really close battles. I mean, there was Doran and just hard racing, but there was Doran, and then there was swip swapping, more Doran, swip swapping. I mean, it was happening throughout the whole race out here tonight. So I mean, we had out of 100 laps, 2 cautions for 8 laps, man. That is not bad. I'd love to see what you guys could do on a super speedway, or even a mile and a half. So
No.
oh man, I think it'd be a great show, honestly.
I think we would do a good job of it. It's just you don't ever want to be on the short end of the stick, and at a plate track or stuff like that, and you're in a group, it's easy to be on the short end of the stick.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, before we get to next week, I'm going to let Steven see if he has any questions for you. So, Steven, any questions for our winner here tonight, Mr. Hogan? Benny, that is.
Benny, man, you guys never cease to amaze the way you guys handle these cars. I wanted to kind of reiterate on what you were talking about. The 8 tires are better than 4. So if you're loose and you're on the inside, the guy on the high side is tight. Does that really benefit both of you guys if you're leaning on each other in those corners like that?
Well, I wouldn't want to do that if it comes down to a win. And you have to be careful because, part of our rules, if you cause a caution on a white flag, it's I think a 10-point deduction.
Oh,
right.
And so if you cause a caution, or I don't think it even has to be a caution, I'd have to read the rule book again. But, it's one thing to lean on somebody. It's another thing to Denny Hamlin them and push them into the wall.
I'm just talking about the leaning on them. Like you guys were leaning on each other in the corners. And it wasn't just you. We've seen that throughout the field. So
what you do, you just go in and you try to door them a little bit. And if you can get them even close to the marbles, because the outside tonight did not handle like it did in the practice races that we had. Outside the further outside line, so it was just different. It didn't run like it did the other night, and so it seemed like the best line was low mid to upper mid. And I know that sounds a little, I guess, tight as far as which line to run, but the outside just didn't work. And as far as leaning on them like that, if you can kill their momentum, that's what it's all about. If you kind of go in and door check them a little bit, and if they have to check up, then these cars are so underpowered. It's all about momentum. If you get that momentum down the straightaway, you clear them. Then if you've caught them, you should be able to drive away.
Okay, and that was one thing I was talking. I ran some test laps because I've never ran this track, didn't know a lot about it. So I ran some test laps earlier, and I did find that between the second and the third lane was the lane that had the most grip for me. Was that the same thing you guys was feeling as well? Because I know you talk about that low to mid to high line.
I mean, for me, there, I think it was the low dots. The track kind of flattens out, so I was trying to de-wedge the car. I was trying to get my left front on the flatter side, the flatter portion, to help to help make it rotate and come on
Right.
out. But on the first few laps, you couldn't do that; it'd get too loose.
Okay.
But on a fresh set. But after a few laps, everything kind of comes to temp, gets warm enough. You can kind of hook that, and it's kind of like at a regular short track. Them guys sometimes they'll clip the apron a little bit to help it turn, and that's the same thing here. You want it to rotate but not get loose.
Got you. Got
And
you.
so that's what we were trying to do, is because the sooner you can get her flat-footed, better off you are.
All right. Well, buddy, congratulations on your win tonight, man. Good to see you back up on that podium, bud.
Yeah, it was fun. It's like I think I told you guys, was it last week? I was coming here to win, and that was my goal. I wasn't going to be happy finishing second or third. So it's just one of the, I love this track. Like I told y'all, it's the flat ones, and this one, when y'all said New Hampshire, when it was Loudon, I was thinking Milwaukee for some reason. I really like that one, but either way, I had a blast. It was fun, and after that good run with Emerson there, I mean, I'd have been tickled to death finish second. So it was fun.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to say, Betty. You guys surprised me and Steven. Every week we come out here to race. So, I next week, New Smyrna. I don't think it's going to be anything different. We might have a few yellows there. I mean, short track racing. Everything's got to fall into place to not have a yellow. I mean, it's got to be, like pitch perfect.
Oh yeah. That want to be a different animal next week.
Yeah. Going into, New Smyrna next week, Betty. Of course, you winning it here tonight. You know the drill. If you make the feature, you're gonna have to start in the back. So, what's it gonna be like at New Smyrna?
If I remember right, that's a rough track as far as on tires. And I think it's 200 laps. I'm not sure.
I believe
so-
you are correct.
So that'll be you have to be on your toes, and it's 200 laps for a reason. You don't win it on the first lap, so it's gonna be about a matter of managing the entire race, knowing what you do with your fuel, knowing what you can get out of your tires. What are you going to be at the end of a fuel run? What are your tires going to be like? So it's gonna, and it's gonna be about dodging some of the stuff. I mean, it's a short track, just like it's a short track league, and so there's going to be definitely something that's just going to be a matter of trying to miss it, until the end, and see what you can do some strategy and get up front and hold it.
Oh, I couldn't have said it any better. I don't drive anymore. I'm more of a broadcaster now. So, and then Steven's, he stepped up doing it too. But we'll get more on that later. But awesome job, Benny. Awesome win out here tonight. Of course, season really just getting started per se. We're not even halfway through it. So, still got a long way to go. But it is still technically anybody's season. So
It is. Yep.
we'll kind of see what happens. But Benny, awesome job. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your win out here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I just I saw Zach win his heat race tonight, so I'll give him some props for holding it together and doing that. Proud of him. And again, just like I always do, thank you to Matt and Steven for doing this for us. You guys, you do an excellent job of the broadcast. I know I've told you I go back and watch them, but it's not too often you get to go back and you get to relive it like that, and get just as excited because the announcers are getting excited, and it's a cool thing. You guys give us a place to put ourselves out there and have a little bit of fun and enjoy it at the same time. And I'm really appreciative of you guys, of Matt, for just doing this and keeping doing it, because it's not easy. It's not as easy as a lot of people think, and it's definitely a lot of work. People don't see the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that Matt does week in and week out for this stuff. He'll spend multiple hours tomorrow doing a race review, so that we have our points finalized before we go next week. And so that's stuff that people don't see. That's really what makes the league what it is is that kind of care and concern and putting that heart into it. Because that's, we say that, I've said it before, I spend time away from my wife and kids to do this because it's fun, but he spends this much time away from his wife and kids plus tomorrow night, plus the times that he gives us practice sessions. So, it's something to be thankful for. And I can't say thanks enough, for continuing to do it. So with that, I think I'm done.
All righty, Benny. Well, awesome win out here tonight, man. Of course, we like I said, we got a lot of season left to go, so anybody definitely can happen. Anybody can win. These short track races is, kind of like super speedways is, in a way.
Oh yeah.
No reaction time, and anybody can win them.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know how else to put it. And of course, tire wear is a lot more on the short tracks, but it's really anybody's race. And the way you guys tear it up out here on the track, it's amazing to see. So.
That's cool. I'm glad y'all get something out of it.
Oh, I love it. Every time I see it, all right, 6:45, we'll be done by 9. And, we're done with the race by 9, but we're not done here by 9. But, hey, it works out, man. Start early, get done early. So,
some of the best racing is always done after the race. I remember those days when, going to the late model tracks when my dad drove when I was younger, and some of the best racing you heard about was after the race. They were dealing with this and that, and so I've been around it my whole life, so it's still have the passion for it, so it's fun.
Well, it's always good to come out here and call the races, Benny. Go celebrate your win out here tonight. And of course, we'll see you next week at New Smyrna, buddy.
All right.
Thank you, bud.
Yes, sir. See y'all.
See ya. All right, Steven. Well, I know everybody was probably seeing I have pulled up the rules here, and I was kind of looking to go over and seeing if I could find that rule he was talking about that right there after the white flag or whatever the case may be. Of course, I can't find anything about it, but so I don't know. I'll get with Matt on that and maybe Betty, and we'll figure it out. But just trying to see exactly what it said about that for everybody out there in chat here tonight. But Steven, every week these guys come out here and man, they put on a show. Some races are better than others, but that goes with every single league, every single race. I mean, you're not gonna have, from what I've seen on iRacing, you're not gonna have a whole season go without having a race that was just not the race that you're known for.
Oh yeah, and I've only been in a handful of races myself, Joshua, where it's been green flag. I mean, you're gonna have somebody who makes a mistake. It could be a mental mistake, thinking they hit their mark when they didn't, and come in too hot, come in too loose, come in too tight. But these guys, I mean, 2 cautions for the whole night, still pretty amazing.
Yeah. And we could have had a few more, but a lot of drivers did, manage to, they managed to save their car, and was able to keep it straight
going forward. Yeah.
For the most part. So great group of guys out here over at Palms or Pro American Late Model Series. These are the late models, not the super late. So there is a difference. Man, what a great group out here. Of course, we do have the unofficial results because they will be doing their admin stuff tomorrow night, and they do it the next day. So unofficial results, pending any, of course, admin stuff they have to do. We'll get the updated points for next week. Benny Hogan grabbing the win out here tonight. Again, good win there by Benny. He'll have to start next week in the back if he makes the feature. He does know that. So we'll kind of see how it all transpires going, into that race. Mike Sukup, though, holding off Kitty Tripp there for second. Good battle there between Mike and Kitty. And Kitty, he even said it. He's going to race him hard. He's not going to wreck him, So,
well, that just shows the respect.
Yes, yeah. And I think Mike would have done the same thing, too, he would have raced if Mike was in that position that Kitty was in. I think Mike would have done it, too. Raced him hard, but not put him into the wall.
Right.
As Benny was saying, there's that rule there. Of course, I didn't see it, but he said there's a rule there that if you do wreck somebody,
You get docked points.
Points will be deducted. They definitely have to be careful. Bob Eldred, good run by Bob there in 4th. Gerard Lawrence 5th. Jeffrey Bayless 6th. Jonathan Emerson 7th. Hunter Morgan in 8th. J.J. McRae 9th. And Scotty Oliver 10th. Brett Meeks there in 11th. Brandon Kiger 12th. Scott Egan 13th. Peyton Snyder 14th. Zach Hogan 15th. Stephen Rakes 16th. Thomas Mitchell 17th. Cortland Herman in 18th. Justin Phipps 19th. Mark Keeler in 20th. Trace Gaskins 21st. Kyler Davis 22nd. Gary Eldred 23rd. Shane Colmeyer 24th. And Sean Patrick is going to round out our 25-car field here tonight in 25th. Tough break for some of these drivers out here tonight. But like I said, we're not even halfway in the season. So, anything can change from the top to the bottom into the point standing. So anything can happen from here on out, Steve. So it's not over yet.
Far from it.
Yeah. All righty, folks. Well, that is going to do it here tonight. I want to go ahead and get to our shout-outs. Of course, everybody in chat, thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. We got about 9 likes. So I appreciate all the likes out there. Those that were talking in chat, those that wasn't, we appreciate everybody out there. So thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Shout out to, of course, Steven coming out here, calling these races with us. Of course, Steven, check him out Sunday night over here at MaxspeedTV, calling the NSR Ray race. You can see him tomorrow night, too, here, Downforce. He'll be out on track racing. So, Steven's got a lot of, he's already starting to get busy. Just give him time. He'll be 5-7 days a week broadcasting. So,
I don't know about that.
So just give him a little bit. But it's always great to have, Steven up here calling the action with us, Steven, man. Your knowledge of, real life racing too. Mainly dirt, but still bringing it over here, man. It definitely helps.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference between dirt and asphalt, but, or this concrete oval. But a lot of the the skill sets still apply.
Yes.
So, it's nice to have that knowledge. And, NSRA, we're starting our season off this Sunday. Going to go live at 7:45 Central Time. Big news with NSRA, Joshua. Butt Kicker is the league sponsor this season.
Yeah, all right. So they are the league sponsor.
Yeah, so all of our fans out there, you guys come tune in. I know you'll be broadcasting SRU. Yep. So there'll be a double broadcast of MaxspeedTV this Sunday.
Yep, double broadcast. I'll be live an hour earlier than you, but I'm sure we'll have people out there. Brendan will probably have both of them pulled up at the same time. He usually does. So so we'll see everybody. Of course, we'll see everybody tomorrow night right here. I want to go ahead and give Matt and Steven a big shout out. Matt.
Oh, absolutely.
For what he does over here, and Steven, I know he kind of stepped down, but I know he still plays a factor in some aspect of Palms, So big shout out to both Matt and Steven. Matt does a lot, for Palms here, taking over, really keeping the league going and, trying to make it even better and better. I know I said I was going to have pictures here tonight. I know Shane and there were several other drivers out here that races in real life. I was actually out and about working when I sent that message. I was unable to get those pictures into OBS. So next week, we're going to have some pictures, real pictures, coming in. I'll have them up on OBS for, some drivers' real-life cars and what they race, where they race, how long they've raced, if they still race. So we're going to kind of spice things up a little bit and show y'all kind of what these guys do outside of iRacing. So going to be interesting next week at New Smyrna with not only the race, but, with the broadcast as well, Steven. So you're really looking forward to seeing, of course, everybody out there back in chat, too. John, it's all right, buddy. Go back and watch it. Hit the like button, man. I know John will, but glad to see you out there, John. I know you caught the end of it, but that's gonna do it here tonight, Steven. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Tomorrow night, downforce at Daytona. Super Speedway action tomorrow night, folks. It's gonna be interesting. See
Well,
what
I'm
happens.
hoping to have a good showing tomorrow night, man.
Yep, and I think Jeff is too. That's his favorite track, even though he don't know it. So. We'll kind of see what happens tomorrow night. But that's going to do it here tonight for MaxspeedTV and the Pro American Late Model Series Season 5 Round Number 8 here at Loudon. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Until tomorrow night, stay safe. Thank you all again. And have a good night.